So yeah, I came out to LA as soon as possible, and then that kind of started real life, and I pretty much was super depressed and struggled my ass off for almost like 9 to 10 months.
Oh wow.
And I was like losing hair, I was gaining weight, I was just like so checked out and out of it, like trying to make it work. I did not know anyone in Los Angeles. I was going to these like
I was about to ask like why. I mean, obviously it makes sense as though why Los Angeles for that kind of thing, but
right.
Okay, so you came out to LA, knew no one. Okay.
Knew nobody.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was dating a girl that I came out here with.
Did you like that one while you were dating
her?
Yeah,
she was really sweet. She was super sweet.
Okay.
She was actually from Orange County, so she was like technically already from Southern California.
Okay.
So it was like kind of like a nice
You kind of knew someone a little bit.
I landed at John Wayne Airport the first time I came out here.
Okay.
So basically, the school had come to the premiere and seen that film, and they were like, "We're gonna get you out to Los Angeles so you can meet these really dope alumni that manage some really huge actors, like all A-list actors. I can name drop them. You'd be like, I love all those people." I was like, "Oh, that's crazy! Like, I'm gonna go out there." So I went out there, and as soon as I got out there, I met with these guys. I don't remember a damn thing that was said in those meetings. I was so starstruck and culture shocked. It was my first time here. I was sitting in the meeting, and like they had posters for like the new Dark Knight movie that hadn't even been announced yet. So I was just like freaking the hell out. But I did call the school back and was like, I'm canceling my return trip. And they're like, we thought you would. So I had 2 suitcases.
Like, good, we only booked it one way. That's all we could afford.
You're paying us
we
back.
couldn't send you to Costa Rica either. So.
For real. And so, yeah, I canceled that. And just, like I said, just kind of stayed here and struggled and went to these weird networking events where I would like go with like 25 business cards and then leave there with like 50 to 100 business cards of other people trying to do the same thing. So I'm like, this isn't going to work. Everybody at these networking events are all in the same boat. Like, help. It's like a whole like everybody's drowning type of environment. And so, like I said, I struggled all the way until the new year, which was 2013. Okay. And then it's like the sky just parted, and from this moment all the way until the present, I have been working nonstop. So
what do you think was the shift in
part having good friends and like a quality network. And then
of the people that you developed between, because what year did you come to LA?
2012.
2012. Okay, so during that time. Okay.
Yeah. So like in college, all the friends and whatnot. So this is where Wiz factors back.
Okay.
In. So start the new year, my first like official year, fresh year in Los Angeles. I get a call that's like, yo, Juicy J is coming out with a new song called Show Out, and it's got Big Sean in it and Jeezy, and it's gonna be, poppin'. Like, we want to use this as his like revitalized music video or whatever. Like, can you help us put this together? And I was like, yeah, of course.
I think I'm booked.
I can't make it. I'm too busy wallowing in self-pity, so if you can get somebody else. And so I put this thing together. I pulled in all the favors I made from the few people that I knew in Los Angeles at the time, and we smashed it. Like, absolutely smashed this video. And Wiz was there, and Wiz was watching us work. And I'm super young at this point. I think I'm 22 at this stage. I get a call like a week later from this woman. She's like, I want to make a feature-length film. It's $500,000 budget. Is that too low for you? And I was like,
just pay my rent. Just pay my rent.
Like,
and
I'm like, damn, I gotta play it super cool. They're like, we'd love for you to come in and interview to potentially direct. And it's a dance movie. And I guess what they saw was that I could bring my music video background to this dance movie. And so I went and I interviewed. I remember I had to interview at the Hyatt Hotel that's kind of near LAX. I had no money. So I snuck my car underneath the little gate thing or whatever. I went and I interviewed, and another director who directed like Young and Restless and like all these big directors had just like got done interviewing there, and I was the youngest person by a landslide. And I remember sitting at the table with these guys interviewing, and I'm like, listen, Alex, like, if you don't like buckle up for this career and you just want to like please hire me and like come at this with like let me just be like another option. Nothing's ever going to happen for myself. I remember being in that moment and just like it clicking for me. So I just like cut them off and I was like, listen, I come from a music video background, like these dance sequences need these elements and yada 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 yada. I just like went in and then stopped and I'm like, all right, fingers crossed. They just stopped and looked at each other and then looked at me and they were like, yeah, you're hired, you're it.
Dang.
So I was like, sick. So
oh my gosh.
So I did all pre-production on this leading up to what would be a June shoot. Now before June, we started doing more videos for Taylor Gang and Atlantic Records.
Okay.
And we ended up doing 5 videos for Wiz and Taylor Gang, and I co-directed some of those. And yeah, it was just
like once you started working with him and like his whole operation, then it's like it just continued.
Yeah, I think I was able to kind of like leverage. My goal coming out to LA was like, okay, direct a music video that gets 1 million views. I'm all about making things for audiences. I really don't give a shit about any part of the middleman process or the political process, or the guy on top, the studio exec that says yada yada yada. I'm all just like, what am I making and what audience is it for and how can I best connect with them? So like YouTube coming off and people like getting 1 million views on a video, I was like, this is crazy, like a dream to have 1 million views on a video. For sure, sign me up. So when we did Show Out and got like 30 million views out of the gate, and he went on 106 in Park and shouted out the other filmmaker on the air, which was really fire. It was just like a lot of cool stuff was happening. But it was easy to start leveraging, like, hey, we've done some news videos, and like
there's a little bit of like notoriety with this.
Some dude who was doing like a Lupe Fiasco video was like, hey, can you find me some locations for this? And like it started to like slowly build. But